Hello and welcome to Never Seen It, a podcast about movies we haven't seen yet. I'm Trent. I'm here with my wife, Betsy.
Me!
Today, we're going to watch another Marvel movie, Betsy.
Because there's a new one.
There's a brand spanking new one. We haven't seen yet. It's about a month late. Ish.
We can't go to opening weekend for everything.
No. And especially for movies that aren't in the main canon that we're used to.
We're getting new stuff now.
Yeah, this is very much in phase, 4, 5?
26.
Whatever this is. So, full disclosure here, Betsy and I actually just finished watching the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show.
Yeah.
On the Disney Plus.
On the Disney Plus in our home.
Yes. We're not going to really talk about that here because, hey, we cover movies on this podcast, but there might be some related things, so, hey, spoilers for everything else in the Marvel Universe, I guess.
So what are we watching today, Trent?
So today, we're watching Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
That's a lot of words.
You couldn't get a shorter title in there, guys.
Is this the longest title they've had?
Oh, God.
Except for,
Captain America and the Winter Soldier is pretty long.
I suppose.
Not that many words.
The new Doctor Strange has a long title.
Yeah.
Henceforth, they're all going to have really long, complicated titles, so the kids have to learn a lot of big words.
We started so small with Iron Man. And then Iron Man 2. And then we had Hulk. That's the shortest one.
But that's not even canon.
No, it's also the Incredible Hulk. Because Hulk was the Ang
Eric
Lee.
Bana one.
The Ang Lee one. Yeah.
I forgot Ang Lee did that one.
Yep.
Not that you've seen it.
I have seen it. Betsy.
You have seen that one?
Yes, I have.
Oh, it's the
I haven't seen
Edward
the Edward
Norton
Norton one.
We'll get there. But that's another topic for another day.
Yeah, so Betsy, neither of us have seen this, obviously. It is a brand new movie that is in theaters. Hey, we're going to go see another movie in a theater, Betsy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. We might even get some popcorn.
Yeah.
Whoa. So, I don't really know too much about what we're going to see. I, just before we started recording, went up and watched a part of the original Iron Man. Because there is a connection to the Ten Rings.
Okay.
In the original Iron Man.
Like, they say something about it, don't they?
I don't think they say anything about it, but there is some imagery that is of the organization, the Ten Rings.
Now that you're saying this, I remember noting that the last time we watched it, because we rewatched all of the Marvel movies last year.
Yeah.
We got through the whole thing, because what the heck else did we have to do in the year 2020?
Right.
And yeah, I remember seeing that too, because they had already filmed this movie. This was already on the books.
Yeah.
And the phrase, the Ten Rings, stuck out this time.
Yep.
Because I knew this movie was coming out.
Yeah. I don't remember what they mentioned in Iron Man, but the imagery is there. Let's just say the people that, let's just say, kidnap Tony Stark are a member of the Ten Rings of some capacity.
Okay.
There's their logo in the tent where they are after Obadiah meets with them later on in the movie. That's all kind of in the background. They don't really address what they do. They don't address what they're all about, but they are a part of that organization. Now that's in the Middle East.
Right.
This movie is all, what is it, Chinese? I know they're Asian of some descent, but
yes,
yeah.
I believe this is, I don't know if it's in China or just related to China.
Yeah.
But also, he has rings
Sure.
on his arms.
Sure, and I'm sure that there's some
If we count, there's probably 10.
Sure. They're going to go very literal with this, I'm sure. But my point to this is there's got to be some connection there with the organization. And I'm sure in the comics it is very well spelled out, I guess. But we're not comic people. We watch movies. We want to explain to us.
You tell me in the movie what I'm expected to know.
Yes, please explain to me like I am a child.
For I am a little baby.
I am a little baby who likes comic book movies.
Yeah, and this is one I don't know anything about.
No.
I don't know this comic. I've never heard of this comic. So I don't know where in the pantheon of Marvel this falls.
And, like, how far back does this organization go?
Right.
Is it, like...
Or is this all a coincidence and we're reading into it?
Or maybe this is all, like, present day.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yes, the movie is present day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aquafina is in it. She doesn't strike me as a, period movie kind of girl.
Again, I don't have a damn clue.
She's Nora from Queens.
She's the only person that I know in this movie. The only actor that I know in the movie.
Right. And the lead, Simu Liu, he was celebrating the success of this movie by throwing back to the stock photos he once did. So...
Oh, that's right. You did show me this.
So, yeah, he used to do stock photo shoots. And so he shared some of them after this opening weekend. But other than that, I don't know any movies he's in. I don't know who the bad guy is. I don't know any other actors.
Or what the tie-in is. There's got to be some kind of tie-in with the rest of the timeline here.
Yeah.
And with the other actors.
It's post. Everything from here out should, in theory, be post Infinity War.
Yes. We watched Black Widow. That had some portions of recent past and distant past included in that. But and the only thing that we haven't seen of the Marvel Universe is Loki and the What If stuff. Which, that's all, like, extended universe stuff.
Yes.
But... yeah, everything going forward here is going to be, probably looking back to whatever happened in the other phases and referencing it, but we have to move forward. Just I pointed this out when we were watching the Falcon and the Winter Soldier thing. Sam mentions in there's a scene where they're practicing with the shield.
Right.
And it's him basically saying, you know what? All that stuff with Steve Rogers, that's all in the past. He's gone. This is us moving forward now. And I feel like that is just a message to the audience saying, I know you guys like those other movies. That's done. We're moving on. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why this phase 4,
Yeah.
is a bunch of new characters
Everything is
new stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we have a new Captain America,
Yeah.
and they're making a Black Panther without Chadwick Boseman, and they're gonna have, the fucking multiverse in the next Spider-Man
Right, and
movie.
we got the Eternals coming out in December?
November, December, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a whole bunch of new people.
Yeah.
Who even in the trailer they reference, they're like, we're always around, but we don't interfere.
Yeah.
It's like, you sons of bitches.
Motherfuckers, why didn't you interfere with Thanos, goddammit?
So, yeah, I from here on out, anytime we do one of these and we're talking about the Marvel movies we're about to see, I am not gonna know shit.
No.
Just what they've shown me in the trailer. And frankly, this trailer I've seen, I think, once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
We don't watch a lot of TV, so I'm not inundated with the commercials.
No.
I'm going into this pretty blind.
Same here. I don't even know if I watched a trailer for this, to be honest. I saw the trailer for the Eternals just to see where Camille Nanjiani showed up.
Yep,
Because,
all ripped to shit.
Oh my God. We'll get to that when we watch that movie, but holy shit is that man ripped.
Yes.
But yeah, let's go off, Betsy. Let's get in the car and go see the movie.
Let's do the thing.
We're back. So Betsy, we just saw another Marvel movie in the theater.
We did.
How do you feel?
I really liked this one.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how to describe it. I just thought there were some sequences that were so beautifully shot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just the quality of the filmmaking. It was a lot of inspiration of Asian cinema.
Yeah.
Yes.
Asian cinema and just a lot of just Chinese heritage and Chinese mythology.
Yes.
All put into one.
Yes. So I thought it was very beautiful. There were moments where I was really, really just engaged in the action. I thought some of the action sequences were amazing.
I think some of the action sequences in this movie were the best that Marvel has done.
Some of the best, yes, absolutely. And I also was really moved at times.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this one to me had a lot of thematic connection to Black Panther.
Yeah.
I was getting a lot of Black Panther, the way it's kind of a standalone story.
Yep.
But you don't...
It introduces this world that you don't know about.
Yeah. It's a completely new world to you. But the villain, you are empathetic towards the villain of the piece.
Sure. To a point.
Yeah, I just really liked this one. Which is why you were saying I didn't take a lot of notes because I was so engaged in the movie that I didn't really need to.
Yeah, and most of the notes that I took were just, plot points.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this happened, then this happened, then this happened.
Beats about this and beats about that. But yeah, I thought it was really, really good. What did you think about this?
I agree with you. Like I said, the action sequences were probably some of the best that Marvel has done.
Yeah.
In over 10 years. That's
think,
saying something.
I think so much of the strength of this is they were really, really inspired by that kind of filmmaking. Like, it's an entire genre unto itself. Like, the true martial arts movie and Asian-inspired cinema. It's
otherworldly.
Yeah, they're beautifully choreographed, and they're fast, and they're fun, and they're just executed so well. You haven't seen that in a Marvel movie to date.
No, it is introducing a lot of these concepts and styles to a much, much wider audience. Because the people, like, I'll say this, I haven't seen any of, like, the old kung fu movies of the past.
No.
I've seen none of them. I haven't seen any Jackie Chan movies.
That's incredible to me that you haven't seen any Jackie Chan.
None.
I'm gonna fix this. There was a reference to one in this movie.
Yeah, there's Kung Fu Hustle.
He has a Kung Fu Hustle poster, and I was like, oh man, I gotta make Trent watch Kung Fu Hustle. So yeah, I have a pretty limited knowledge of Chinese films and Japanese films. But there are some that are so well known that once you've seen even just clips of it, they're hard to miss. And I was getting little bits and bobs of that in this movie.
And like the only experience that I have are the ones that are inspired by, the Kurosawas of the world and such. Tarantino had his Kill Bill.
Yeah.
All of that shit was very, very much inspired by that stuff. So I've seen the inspirations. I haven't seen the original content, though.
Right. Like you and I haven't seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
No.
The ones, I'm trying to think of ones that I have seen. Like I saw House of Flying Daggers. That one was good. I liked that one.
Okay.
Of Jackie Chan movies, I saw one of his earliest ones, Drunken Master, which I'm so mad because it was streaming on Netflix so I was able to watch it on Netflix, and it's never been on there since. The only one that ever shows up is Legend of Drunken Master, which is a sequel he made many, many, many years later. And it's just like, but I want the one from the 70s. A lot
of people don't know. Jackie Chan has been doing this for like 50 years.
Yeah. There's a reason he was given an Oscar this year.
Yeah.
Like, it was very, very well earned. That man is a hardworking dude. But yes, I was getting lots of Jackie Chan, lots of these true, like, martial arts movies. And I was into it. I really liked this one.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why. Maybe it's because it's just so different from many of the other movies.
And maybe that's why a lot of people really attach themselves to Black Panther the way they did. It's another very, very different culture than we are used to.
Yes.
We are two very white people in the middle of America.
In a very white part of the world.
In a very white part of the world. It's just how it is. Now, I have an open mind. You have an open mind. And I appreciate the different cultures being introduced to me in a way that, is a kind of a dumbed down version of it.
How do you mean?
So Marvel is masterful in introducing concepts that you are not familiar with as a viewer. Norse mythology is very, very complicated. Yeah. You got fucking 3 Thor movies.
Yeah.
And now I feel like, hey, I know something about that stuff.
And same thing with Black Panther.
We got all sorts of different African heritage stuff thrown in there that, you know what? I know I'm certainly no expert, but at least I can have an appreciation for it that I didn't have before.
Yep.
Same thing with this movie.
Yep.
I like that. I want to be introduced to more things like that in a way that is easy for me to understand.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
I'm no genius. You know, I'm just some dum-dum from South Dakota, but I just feel like these guys who make these movies, they have an appreciation for what the source, not the source material, but the inspiration is coming from.
They're treating it with love. They are coming from a place of handling it with care. It's not
and
just...
they get into it.
Yeah, it's not just, here, random white man number one, go make the superhero movie that you know nothing about this culture.
What? And like the makeup of the cast of both of these movies is what, like 95% of that culture? That background?
I can't remember seeing any white people in this movie.
Right.
Like the one dude with the arm.
The knife arm.
He's like, yeah, that's it.
He's, what would they called him, Romanian or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically it. Every other person.
Yeah, and then what's his name in Black Panther? The dude who was the Hobbit guy.
Oh, Andy Serkis.
No. Yeah, he's one of them.
There's two, honey.
There's two of them.
And
Martin Freeman is who you're talking about.
yes, thank you.
So yeah, there are very, very few white people in that entire movie.
Good.
Which
because
is great.
if this movie was made 20, 30 years ago, it would have been whitewashed. And fucking awful.
Because you have to placate the audience coming to your movies.
I say fuck
Bullshit.
that. I said this a few episodes ago. Make the movie you want to make.
Yeah.
Fuck if it's not for everybody.
So back before we did this podcast, I used to write up a thing just for myself. I wrote up a little thing about every single movie.
For the Academy Awards.
For the Academy Award nominated movies. Because we still watched all of them, we just didn't record a podcast.
Facts.
So I wrote up about Black Panther that, you know what? As much as little boys got inspired by like Iron Man and Captain America and all of that stuff, I would say little boys and girls, little African American boys and girls would be very much inspired by what they saw in Black Panther.
Absolutely.
Those are my people up on that screen.
Yeah.
It's all of them up on that screen. And that is amazing. I love that little kids can actually glom onto something that they can identify with.
We are getting so much more of that these days than we ever got as kids. Just having representation on the screen, whatever it is.
And it doesn't have to all be about you.
No, you just, a movie featuring core group of African American actors, and this one is Chinese actors and Asian actors.
Pretty much entirely.
Almost exclusively. Make a movie that features, gay and trans people, and this is all stuff that is new, which is ridiculous. It's 2021.
Right.
You didn't get an Asian-led cast until a few years ago with Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
That was kind of the first big one where they leaned really hard into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people have been so afraid of it for so long. Fuck white people. Just do what you're going to do, because you know what? I'm a white people and I loved it.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, that's a whole tangent about the world around this movie. So let's talk about the movie itself.
So at its core, this is still a Marvel movie.
Yes.
We got fantastical things. There is a connection to the rest of the cast of the rest of the movies.
Yep.
But it doesn't come until the very end.
Right. There's a small nod in the middle.
Mm-hmm. And unlike Black Panther, you didn't introduce any of these characters in other movies first.
No, you'd heard of the Ten Rings, as you touched on.
Which had nothing to do with this.
No, but
to my knowledge.
Last night, we were on Disney Plus, and we noticed something that was a 14-minute short about Trevor Slattery.
A.K.A. the Mandarin.
A.K.A. the Mandarin.
The Orange.
And I'm really glad we watched that.
I just happened upon it. Like, we were talking about, we're going to go and see this movie. I just was on Disney Plus, and there's this 14-minute little featurette.
Just a little short.
With Ben Kingsley as the Mandalorian. Different show. As the Mandarin.
Yes.
As Trevor. But he's in. If you have Disney Plus, go and look it up. It's in a weird spot.
Especially if you're going to watch this movie.
And if you haven't seen it, you'll see why he's there.
Because I didn't need that, but I'm glad we had it.
Yeah.
Because then it was
that explains why he's
okay.
there.
Yeah. So maybe even if you watch it after the fact.
Yeah, so after Iron Man 3, the dude who played the Mandarin,
the actor from Liverpool,
he gets arrested, obviously, and he gets put in jail.
Yeah.
And after he goes into jail, it's very silly. Like,
yes.
the other inmates there love him.
He's
they
a
love
celebrity.
his character that he
Yeah,
played.
do
He's
the
a celebrity.
voice.
Do the voice.
Yeah, but he gets broken out of prison by the Ten Rings because
under the ruse of an interview, a documentary that they are doing about him. In reality, the documentarian is a member of the quote unquote the Ten Rings, and they're there to break him out so that they can kill him.
He's besmirched the name of the leader of the Ten Rings.
Exactly.
So the first scene we get in this movie is we're getting some history of this leader. And he doesn't really have a name. He's not called the Mandarin.
He's been called many things
he has
across
many names,
history.
And they really don't give him a name. I'm unclear about what... he said at one point, my real name is this.
Yeah.
But nobody really talks... They don't address him. The only time he's addressed is he's called Dad.
Yeah, he's father.
Yeah, father, dad. So we start the movie with kind of a setup, a history of the Ten Rings, which I like movies when they do this, where it's just like, here, I'm going to give you a 5-minute crash course on the topic you're about to watch.
Right.
So he is an ancient human. He's been around for 1,000 years. We don't know how he got the Ten Rings or why he's got them, but all he wants is power.
Or where the Ten Rings came from.
Right.
Which was, they even said, some people said it came from a crater, and some people said it came from somewhere else. I can't remember what the other one was.
Yeah, so it basically is that thing where you're given this power and it enhances who you are, but you could do a lot of good with it,
right?
Or you could do a lot of evil with it, and he just wants power, so he just, goes around fucking everybody up and taking more and more and more and more and more, and... He lives for 1,000 years.
Much like a lot of the Mongol hordes and stuff like that of that era. It's kind of an analogous to that.
Yeah. Basically, if
he's going around conquering things, and he's a part of the he has this Ten Rings organization that has been around for all this time.
Yes.
Because the people around him worship him because he is the carrier of the Ten Rings.
And they're all over the globe. This is an international organization that has been around for centuries. So there's a lot of lore, there's a lot of stories, there's a lot of mythology.
Right.
And with every generation, the mythology keeps growing.
Which is, I guess, why in Iron Man 1, that group claimed 10 rings, even though they were kind of off doing their own thing. Yeah.
So we're introduced to this character, and then in 1996, so we get to almost modern times, he has stumbled upon a mystic village in the middle of the jungle that's really hard to get to. And he decides in his quest for power, he's going to go here because it's this magical place full of mythical creatures.
Right. I don't know why he goes there.
It's just the myth behind it. And he doesn't, he's bored basically. After 1,000 years, he wants a new challenge, a new adventure or something. And this sequence I thought was gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
This was so cool. So he, of course, gets to the gates of this city, and it's in a forest that literally moves. The forest is a maze, and all the trees just crush his vehicle.
Yeah, there has to be there is a specific pathway through it, and this opening only opens certain times of the month.
Once a year, I think they said.
Something like that.
On a certain day, there's a way to get there. So he somehow manages to get through.
After his entire crew that was coming with him was killed.
Knocked off a cliff by trees.
He didn't care.
No, he's a power man.
He got through.
So he gets through and he comes across this beautiful woman, and they have, she says, "You can't come in here. You're not
welcome here.
You're not welcome here. Don't make me hurt you." And they have a dance. It's a fight, but it is a dance. And this is some quintessential, Eastern filmmaking right here.
100%.
It was so gorgeous and so well done.
And the way they're shooting not only the fight, quote unquote, but the way that they are shooting the faces, because they're just kind of looking at each other.
They're like falling in love.
Yeah, they're making the doughy eyes at each other, falling in love as they're fighting each other.
So yeah, that's how you set up right at the beginning of the movie. This evil ancient man who just wants power, he basically in a second turns into this like lover boy.
Yeah.
Like he immediately becomes a different person when he meets her.
Well, and I think one of the reasons why that is because she beats him.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's fascinated by this woman who kicks his ass.
Right.
Literally, he lands in a pond.
Right.
But yeah, I just thought that sequence was so cool. And then, of course, we come to find out that this is Shang-Chi's parents.
Yeah.
So the next sequence is his mom telling him the story of how they met. That's the first time I met your father.
Yeah.
So these two, I don't even think ancient forces, but certainly mystical, magical forces.
Her village has been around for a long time, thousands of years.
And she has powers.
She hasn't been around for that long.
No.
But
she has
her
powers.
Her order has been around forever.
Mm-hmm. So they give up everything to be together.
Yeah.
And
she is no longer allowed back in because of him
Yep.
and what they know that he has done over history.
Right. He's a bad guy.
Yeah.
But they're in love. And she gives up her village and her powers, and he puts the rings away.
Yeah.
And they're like a super normal family.
Yeah. They play DDR together.
Yeah. So it's just this kind of really nice love story for a long part of the movie. But yeah, so that's kind of the introduction we get. And his mom gives him a pendant that says, if you're ever lost, this will help you find the way back to my village, back to home. This will help you get back. So the next sequence, he's a grown man. He's in San Francisco.
He's like in his 20s. So if he was born around 96 to present day.
Yeah, he's like early mid-20s.
Yeah.
So he is now in San Francisco. He goes by Sean.
Yeah.
Sean and Katie, his friend for the last 10 years.
Aquafina.
They work as valets.
Yeah.
And they are kind of...
they set up... The joke is that they set up this mystical thing that he is the son of this powerful man and blah, blah, blah.
Powerful man, powerful woman.
And he's parking cars.
Yeah. He is not an ambitious fellow.
No.
He is just some nobody living a nobody life.
Yeah.
With his friend, who's also a nobody living a nobody life. Even though they're both really smart and capable, they're just like, we could do the responsible thing.
Or we could do something else.
Karaoke. Steal the car and drive it up the hills of San Francisco. Yeah, so they're two kind of just young people with no focus.
Sure. I was a young person with no focus once, and so were you.
That's what you do in your early 20s.
Yeah, you just kind of figure things out.
Yeah. But of course, they're on their way to work, and they're on the bus, and he basically is attacked by members of the Ten Rings. It's a bunch of assassins who just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
this is give me the pendant.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he knows who they are, but of course we don't realize at this moment that he knows, because it kind of turns on a dime.
Or that he knows anything about fighting, because it's right there. Like, do Aquafina says, I'm just going to keep calling her Aquafina. Katie.
Yes.
She says, does he look like a man who knows how to fight? And then punch.
Yeah. And this was another cool action sequence.
All of these, like the first half of the movie is just all action sequences like this. The big bus fight.
Yeah. And of course her jaw's on the floor because she's never seen this man do anything worth anything.
Right.
And he's kicking ass.
Yeah.
And there's the dude on the bus filming it. That's such...
The dude live streaming.
That is such a modern take on this. It's like... so now the bus driver's been taken out. I'm not gonna step in because I've been yelled at one too many times for trying to drive a bus. Like, what
the hell is that about?
What does that mean? But they're after the pendant, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He kicks all their asses. They have this wild bus chase, through San Francisco.
Which was great.
It was
really
cool.
The ending of it was really good. I like how they stopped the bus.
Yeah, the brakes are out.
Yeah.
The bus driver's unconscious. So now Aquafina has to crash the bus into a line of parked luxury vehicles.
Yeah, wedged in with a garbage truck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool. The fights were so good, Trent.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good, and they just kept getting better.
Yeah.
Every time they had a fight scene, it upped the ante.
But yeah, after the bus fight, they go back to his place, I guess, which is, I guess, behind a...
It's a garage.
It's a garage.
He's living in a garage.
Yeah.
It's a stone room with a door.
With a garage door
And
on
a garage door.
Yeah. So there we go into his place where he's got all his posters up, which is, I wrote down the ones that I could see. You said the Kung Fu Hustle one.
Yep.
The Warriors, the movie The Warriors.
Yep.
He had a poster from the album from Outkast called Stankonia.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
I was trying to read that one and I couldn't figure it out. I was figuring it was another movie poster, but no, that's different.
And there was another one from The Godfather, I think.
Okay.
On the other side of the wall. But yeah, like, you know, he's just a normal dude. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't make a lot of money, so he can only afford this garage.
Right.
So
well, and there's more to that because basically he figures out, okay, these are people who were sent by my dad. They're after me, which means they're coming after my sister next.
Right, which he also got that postcard at the very beginning where we get introduced to him as an adult.
Yep.
He pulls out this postcard with the return address in China.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he knows they're coming after his sister next, so he decides he's got to go back home.
Well, and this is where he reveals that he has a sister.
Yes. So he tells Aquafina, Katie, decides to go along with him.
Hey, there's all this stuff that I haven't told you. You know, let's and she even says, "Well, we'll talk about it on the plane because I'm going with you."
Yeah. So then we get all the backstory. So he knows all about his mom and dad and their backgrounds and their story.
His mom died.
His mom died, and from that moment, his dad started training him to become an assassin, basically.
Yeah.
And
be part of his order.
Separated him and his sister. His sister wasn't allowed to participate in this. Mm-hmm. He's like sent on a mission at 14 years old. His dad tells him, go on this mission. And he says, I couldn't follow through.
Which we don't find out what that mission is until the very end.
No, but on the mission, he decides to just peace out.
Yeah, I can't do
get
this.
Away from his dad.
I'm getting away. I'm going to go and start my life elsewhere.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
And he gets to America, and that's how he found himself there.
He changes his name.
She gives him shit because he's a teenager whose name was Shang-Chi, and he changed it from Shang to Sean.
Yeah.
He's like, I was a teenager,
I was 15, come on. Awkwafina was really good in this.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I've only ever seen her in one thing, like, where she's performing, and that was on SNL.
Yep.
And I don't think I've seen her in anything else. I haven't seen any movies. She's been everywhere.
The
past couple of years, totally.
She's Nora from Queens. That's her show.
Yeah.
Which I haven't seen, but again, I've heard is really funny.
She's really funny.
But also, she was really good in this, not just being funny, just acting.
Yeah.
She was good.
She got to do her acting thing at the end of the movie where she was the hero.
She got to be a hero. That's kind of the thing about this movie. People get to be heroes who didn't really expect to be. So, yeah, they get to Macau, and they're looking for his sister, and in this rickety old elevator in this rickety old building.
Yeah, they go to the address on the postcard because they assume, this is where my sister is.
Because
and blah, blah, blah.
Obviously it came from my sister.
Yeah.
And this was funny. So there's a dude on the elevator that says, sign this thing for entry. And he doesn't really think anything of it. He was born in China. He speaks Chinese, which means he could probably also read it. And he just went ahead and signed that thing.
Well, he couldn't have read it that quickly, at least.
He could have stopped and at least glanced at it. But he did not do that. They get up there, and they're immediately greeted by this little showman screaming busboy.
Right, because they went viral, Betsy.
They did. He was filmed, and he had 2 million views in a day or something like that.
Something like that. So, yeah, they're all excited that he's there.
Yeah.
And I guess this entire group is just a bunch of, like, underground MMA fighting.
Kind of. And I would be interested to go back and look closer at some of those fighters. It looked like one of them was like the Thing in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Where the skin was like all kind of glowy and shit.
Yep.
That was the only one that stuck out to me as from another movie, but I'd be willing to bet there was more there.
Probably, but I was looking, I didn't see anything, but I didn't notice that one.
Yeah, but we do get somebody from another movie because
Yeah.
Wong shows up.
Yeah, Wong is at the main stage fighting a fish man.
Yeah, so from
Why
Doctor
is Wong
Strange,
fighting a fish man?
not is he just fighting him, but they apparently know each other and set it up, and they have been like working on the fight.
Right, because
This
they
is
want to
all
have
a
a good
big
show.
ruse.
It's about the whole show. He's not just about
Right.
the fight.
But why is Wong here at all? He must just get bored
That's a
sitting
great question. Well,
sitting at the place.
Well, it's a way for him to practice, I guess.
I suppose. But yeah, he shows up for a minute and then disappears. And it's just like, okay, call back to Doctor Strange. But we find out that Sean has inadvertently signed himself up to fight. Now he's signed a contract and he has to fight. So who better to fight than his own sister?
Because of course.
Because of course. And she's a boss bitch who's been training herself because she wasn't allowed to fight with the boys, but she
Yep.
was paying attention.
Yep.
So she learned to fight better than the boys.
Yeah. And we find out, this whole thing, it's hers.
Yeah, she owns it. She
left,
runs it.
She left at what, like 13, 15, something like
16,
16?
she said, yeah.
She left home, escaped, and got to Macau and has been there ever since, building
Mm-hmm.
this empire of underground fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And kicking ass.
Yeah.
And of course, she kicks his ass.
Well, he also wasn't really fighting all that hard because, hey, I don't want to fight you. I want to talk to you.
Right.
I want to figure out why the hell I'm here.
At some point, he starts to fight back a little
to a
bit,
point.
but then she, kicks him in the head, and that's the end of that.
Kicks him in the nuts.
Well, that was first. Then she kicked him in the head.
Yeah.
And of course, Aquafina bet against him and wins a whole bunch of
A
money.
whole bunch of money.
But we get a little bit more of the backstory of his sister, basically.
Yeah.
He had told her he would be gone for 3 days on this mission.
Yep.
And that turned into weeks, turned into months, turned into years, at which point she finally just moved on and said, well, screw you then.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
I
I'm not
don't
waiting
need
for you
you.
anymore.
Clearly, I don't need you.
Yep. And her and Aquafina have a little moment. I like your pants.
I like your club. I like your pants.
Yeah. So, and then the whole place is overrun with 10 Rings dudes.
Yep.
They come in and storm the castle, and they escape. And they have this amazing fight along the scaffolding.
Yes.
Did you have a problem with that?
What do you mean, did I have a problem with it?
I know you have an issue with heights, and watching
No.
heights on film is
No.
one of them. You didn't I'm surprised.
No.
Okay.
Not in this context. I don't know. I think I was just so engrossed in the action, it didn't bother me.
Okay.
Like, there was really only a couple of moments, like, when Aquafina is, like, on the bamboo about to fall to her death.
Yeah.
Where I'm just, like, getting anxious for her.
Sure.
But no, there's a difference between
All right.
that and,
All right.
looking straight down and seeing a bunch of, that. These movies are also really highly computer animated.
You think it was just more unbelievable or less believable?
I don't know. It just didn't bother me, this one.
All right.
Certain movies bother me. Certain movies do not.
All right.
This one did not bother
I
me.
was kind of curious when we were
I
watching
was so engrossed in that action
Yeah.
because they're just like flying and jumping and swinging and smashing windows.
There's a lot of window smashing in this.
And it's in a city, so there's like lights reflecting on the glass.
Yeah.
And it was just, so it's nighttime and there's like neon lights.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool. And then like at the end of the sequence, he meets up with the guy who's wearing, like the kabuki mask.
Yeah, the white mask.
And this is like the guy who trained him and
Yeah.
was very cruel, who's nameless. Again, you have no name and no face.
Nope.
He's just a mask. And like they smash out the window and it's that kind of backlit
Yeah.
bright neon sign and they're fighting in front of
Yeah,
it.
it
That
was
shot looked cool.
The shots in that entire sequence look great. And then he's having his little one-on-one fight with the Kabuki man.
I don't know what else to call him.
Whatever.
He doesn't have a name.
Whatever. And he's about to, like, he was like getting flashbacks to his training and all of the cruelty that the guy put upon him, and he was recalling all of his training in general. And then he remembered, oh right, I know how to kill people, so I'm going to take this knife and I'm going to stab this dude and kill him. But before he had a chance to do that, guess what? Papa shows up
Yep.
with his 10 rings.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Dad diffuses the whole situation and takes them all back to his place.
Yeah, so they capture them. Like, this is not them just going home. No, they are prisoners.
They are prisoners, yes.
So they go back to his place and they say, I've heard a message from your mother.
Yep. Mom's dead. No, I can hear her voice.
Yeah, she's talking to me.
She's talking to me as if she was right in this room. And he says that she is trapped by the villagers where she is from behind a gate.
A dark gate.
A dark gate. And he is absolutely convinced that she's not dead. He's going to bring her home, and he needs them to do it.
And the reason why they were trying to get these pendants is because there's some sculpture in their facility where they put the pendants on the what is it, the lion or
there's
dragon.
Like a dragon. So they have
two
pendants for each child, and it's the eyes of this sculpture.
Yeah.
And when they put him in the dragon's eyes, the whole room basically becomes fucking magical, and there's like water, and again, beautiful,
right. And
beautiful.
And the concept of like water dancing is very, very in that style.
Yes.
So
it blasts out, and then it hits the ground, and then it shows like a forest, so a representation of the forest we saw at the beginning.
And it shows the path of how to get there.
Yes, and it's like there, if you go on a certain day at a certain time, it will take you straight there. And it's just a shortcut straight through the forest. And and he now knows the day, he knows the time, he knows the way. And he says, and I want my children by my side to bring their mother home with me.
Right. And Shang just says, no, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We're not going to do this.
I wish that were true, but that's...
Mom's dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
And the dad is not satisfied by that, says, no.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. I'm going to throw you in jail. Throw him in jail.
Lock him up.
Yep.
In the cellar with Trevor.
So we get to the prison where they are. It's this stone prison, I guess.
Yeah, he's
all three of them are there.
Tunnels and dungeons under his house. Because why not?
It's existed forever. Whatever.
He's a bad guy who's been around for 1,000 years. Of course, he's got prisons.
So we hear, or they hear in the background some ruffling and voices and whatnot, and here he is, Trevor. What the hell?
Dressed in Shakespearean garb.
Yeah. Looking very much more like Ben Kingsley.
Yes. He's cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah.
And he even says as much, prison was great for me. I cleaned up.
Yeah.
And then they all came and broke me out of prison, and they were going to kill me, but he started doing a speech, and now he's basically a jester.
Yeah, he's their jester.
He does little performances for them, and they keep him locked in the basement with Morris.
Morris, the chicken pig.
A faceless, winged, furry
creature,
which is both terrifying and adorable.
Cute.
And speaks and groans and creaks.
Yep.
And squeaks.
And somehow Ben Kingsley can communicate with it.
I think it's just because he's been there for some time.
I guess.
They've made a psychic connection. So now he's Morris's translator. You can see him! I'm so pleased! I thought he was fake. He thought he had gone insane. Yeah. And that this little creature from the mother's village was made up in his brain.
Yep. Oh, man. So Morris, the chicken pig, tells Trevor, the Mandarin, man, there's a lot of names here, how to get through the forest.
He's 19% sure he can get them through safely.
19 or 90? I'm not sure.
90. Oh, I'm sorry, 19. So they break out because his sister knows the way.
Yeah.
They steal a car.
Not just any car, Betsy.
What car?
They steal a brand new electric BMW.
Is that what that was?
All of the fancy souped up cars in this movie are all BMWs.
They're probably all electric too.
No, I don't think the first one that she takes on a joyride.
Yeah,
that was gas powered.
I did notice it was the one in this parking structure had an electric plug next to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder who helped fund this movie.
You'll never know, Trent.
Jesus.
It's a big old secret.
At least that was the only product placement in the whole movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The only thing I noticed anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And for being in a place like Macau,
yeah, You could expect maybe a lot more brands up there. Yeah. But yeah, they steal the car. They go on a chase. But then, like, them opening up the door was a cool sequence, because I don't understand why did they bring in one of these motorcycle guys into the car. It's because they needed some kind of authorization to put his hand up there to open it and close it. And the sequence where they go through the door and then they close it, it was just boom, and the other... I was very surprised. I was shocked by what I saw. The other vehicle just hitting that wall and just completely obliterating it.
I think that's probably part of why this is so successful in the action department, is it's fast. Yeah. Everything was really fast. Yeah. They didn't waste any time. And so, yeah, you're shocked by it, but it's because it's like, let's make it happen fast. Let's make it quick.
Yep. So from there, they go to the forest.
Yep.
The entrance, let's say.
Yep.
And Morris is there because, of course, Ben Kingsley comes with.
Yes. He has to translate.
Yes.
None of them can understand him. Of course.
So, the translation comes through him, and they says, oh, well, I don't really know how long it's going to be. Oh, wait, you can go now.
He says you can go now. Now, go now.
Go now. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and it's just like speeding through, and it's pretty high stakes. Like, this forest is moving really goddamn fast.
You gotta stay in the pocket, Betsy.
Yes, stay in the pocket. He keeps screaming, stay in the pocket, stay in the pocket, stay in the pocket.
Yeah. How far back?
Stay on target. Stay on target.
There's our Star Wars reference.
Same intonation.
Yeah. And somebody asked, like, how far away is like it closing in behind us? Oh yeah, like 2 or 3 meters. How much is that in feet?
Really close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a hard right. Make a hard left.
Yeah.
Get through. Oh, and then just go through this waterfall, and we're pretty much there.
Yeah, and so maybe this is the connection between Wong and his order and these other people. Did you see when they went through the waterfall?
Yeah.
It was kind of going in a spiral.
It was basically the same thing when they travel through space and time.
When they make their little portals.
But it was with water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there could be some connection there. There's certainly more story, which we're going to touch on at the very end, I'm sure. But there's more here than meets the eye.
Yeah.
And it's, of course, they come through this cave and are greeted to this very magical world with creatures you've never seen before.
Very cool.
It was very cool. 3-tailed white foxes and weird dragon horses.
Dragon horses with long tails.
Yeah. Why is that strange horse staring at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they get right to the village.
Yeah.
So this is some kind of alternate dimension shit here.
Totally, because when they start talking to them, they're telling them the story about, you know, these creatures were trying to infiltrate your universe. Like, whoa. Like, this is way bigger than anything else that we've come into contact with so far in these movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kind of give you... So Michelle Yeoh is the person they come up to, and she is their aunt.
Yeah.
So she's still there. She welcomes them and gives them basically the explanation that we don't have to this point, that it used to be more than just this little village. It was hundreds of cities. It was thousands of people here to protect
wherever they happen to be. Because we don't know where this is.
No. It's just a dimension accessible to Earth.
Yeah. Which, again, from this point, I got total Wakanda vibes here, because Wakanda's another place that isn't on a map.
Yes.
It is, you can't see it, but for them, it's all technology based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a hidden world within the world.
Yeah.
And there's this creature that is a soul eater, like this demon that is basically trying to take over the universe, and it's pretty much unstoppable. So thousands of years ago, this village and all the people in it, they came together and they trapped it.
Yeah.
And so we find out that the voice their dad is hearing is not, in fact, his mother. It's coming from this soul eater.
Yeah.
And it calls out to people with the power to try to set it free.
And because they know that the 10 rings have the power to break the seal
Yes.
then that's why they're calling out to him.
Yes, and they...
By trying to convince them that the thing that they desire the most
Yes.
is behind that wall.
Yes, so of course that's why he's hearing his dead wife.
Yeah.
Because, again, this is like that thing where in Black Panther, he just wanted to be taking his rightful place and do right. Like, why are you all hiding away? In this, he just wants his dead wife back.
Sure.
Yes, it's coming from, he's gone a very dark place with it, but that's the voice of grief.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm going to do it. You're wrong. She's there, and I'm going to set her free. I'm coming. I'm going to get her. I'm going to do it. And yeah, so we get this whole story about what's going on there, and he's coming, and they're very prepared for him to be stopped.
Yeah.
So the whole village comes together, and we get a training sequence.
Yeah. So we get a training sequence with him and his auntie.
Yep.
Yeah, him and his auntie have this little, dance.
Yes.
Much like his mother.
Yeah. And he says, like,
My mom was the only
one who could defeat my dad.
Yeah.
How did she do it?
How did she do it?
Yeah.
So
He
this
gets
is
a
how you do it.
demonstration.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, beautiful sequence.
Yeah.
Slow and magical, and there's like wind and leaves and
Some fucking airbender shit.
yes, I was into it.
Yeah.
I liked it. And she shows him some moves and some tricks and basically just keeps repeating the same thing from the time he gets there till later. You are a product of everybody that came before you. Good, bad, and everything in between.
Yep.
And you need to know who you are and do something with it.
Yep.
Because, of course, he is this scared little kid who ran away from his dad.
And has been doing nothing
and
with
has been
his life.
doing nothing with his life. He doesn't really know what to do with himself.
Yeah.
And that's why he'll fail.
Yeah. So after that whole... Well, and Awkwafina gets some training, too.
Yes.
She gets bow training.
That's right.
Yeah. And
She's an archer now.
And what they also show is that, much like in Wakanda, they have the vibranium weapons in Wakanda. These other guys have dragon scale weapons.
Yes. Because they
Well,
have a dragon.
We'll get to that later. But after the whole training sequence, Sean and Katie get together, and he reveals some more information.
Yes.
The first thing is, not only did his mother die, his mother was killed.
Yeah. So another gang that his
a rival
dad
gang that his dad had entanglements with before he took off the rings, came calling for revenge.
Yep. Someone's got
And
to
he
pay
was
the
gone.
price.
And he was gone. The father was gone, and it's just their mom and them when they were still little kids. And she says, "Go off. It's okay. My kids have nothing to do with this. So
Yeah.
the kids get to go away." And there's like fucking 20 or 30 guys who come in. Like
She's way outnumbered.
She's way outnumbered.
And of course he says, you don't have your powers now, Mom.
Right.
Yeah. She says, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And she doesn't lose her cool, and she does what she's got to do, but it's not enough because she's way outnumbered.
Yep. So father comes home, finds everything that happened, and he's distraught, as he would be.
Yep.
And from that point on, he blamed the fact that he wasn't wearing the rings anymore.
Yeah.
If I had these, my wife would still be alive.
This never would have happened.
This never would have happened.
He seeks solace
Yep.
in his power.
So from that point on, all he does is just continue his lust for power.
Oh, yeah. And, he takes his little son to the
Yep.
place where he knows they are, and he identifies, yep, those are the men that were at the house,
Yep.
and he brutally murders them in front of his small son.
And then from that point on, the kid starts to train to be a killer.
Yeah. Yeah, he basically...
That's fucked up.
Well, and you have to... You're understanding, why he went down this path. He was willing to give up everything to be with this woman.
Yeah.
And she died because of his past sins.
Yeah.
And instead of going down the path of good, he just goes farther down this dark hole.
Sure.
And shuts off that part of him that was with her.
Yep.
He shuts it off completely.
Yep.
And he trains his son to be a warrior and an assassin. And he basically ignores his daughter.
Yeah.
She literally says at one point to Awkwafina,
Put your head down.
Put your head down and don't say anything, and he'll ignore you.
Yep.
Which is what he did to me. That's how I survived.
Yeah.
He's not really interested in his family anymore. He's interested in his power and he's interested in revenge.
Yep.
So the mission that he sent his son on was they finally tracked down the main guy of this gang
who was responsible for his mother's death.
His death.
Yeah.
And it turns out he did go through with it.
Yeah.
We don't see it because that would be a little bit too horrific for a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, a 14-year-old kid, he did it.
And, he's revealing all of this to his best friend.
Yeah.
Who, has known him for half his life, she said. That's a long damn time.
Right.
When you're that age.
Right.
And, he feels ashamed for not only doing it, but hiding it. Because, it is a part of him. It is a part of where he came from. And he's just kind of ran away and hidden every part of his past.
Right.
And just didn't want to accomplish anything because of that, I think. I mean, he didn't really want to pursue anything of a great nature because of what he's done.
Right. Well, and they showed in this sequence, like they're really good flashback sequences where they're kind of giving you facts about their family. Like you touched on, they're playing DDR. They're like a super normal family. They're dancing and watching movies and playing games, and they're young and happy, and everybody loves each other.
Right.
And his mom dies because his dad's a bad person.
Was a bad person in his 10 lifetimes.
It comes back to haunt them.
Yeah.
And of course, he just puts that all on his son.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm going to groom you to be by my side and take over the business.
And to take over the 10 rings, because he told him, if you want these, you have to prove to me that you're strong enough to take them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of brainwashes him and he turns him into this little killing machine. And at 14, there's still enough of him left that he's able to get out of it. But, the second he goes through with it is when he goes, oh shit, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Because he's a good kid. And he tells Katie, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what he trained me to do.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only way. I've got to kill him. So he shows up to the village. And they have a big fight. The whole village is fighting, and he faces his dad one-on-one. And
there's a dragon?
There's a dragon. Well, first he gets the shit kicked out of him, basically.
Sure. Yeah.
Blasted into the water.
Yeah.
And
there's this slumbering dragon in the water.
He's kind of sinking down to the bottom, and there's all these bubbles, and I was like, that's an awful lot of bubbles.
Yeah.
for no particular reason, allowing him to breathe underwater.
Right.
But of course, after his dad kind of knocks him out, gets out of his way, he makes it over to the gate and starts beating the gate down. And these creatures start getting out. So there's smaller creatures that work for the bigger creature.
Yeah.
And they're bringing it souls to eat.
Yeah. They go and kill a bunch of people who are on the beach fighting. And they take the souls back to the big monster.
Yep.
And feed it souls so that it can escape.
Yeah. But of course, all of, Michelle Yeoh and everybody says, we need to work together. And the second one of them takes a soul. He's like, no, we're not going to do that. We will work together.
Yeah.
Everyone stop what you're doing and we will work together.
Right.
And this whole sequence, again, I just thought was really cool once this thing actually gets free. So, there's a couple of epic fights between him and his dad.
Yep.
This thing gets out, gets his dad.
Yeah.
And you can see he just sort of lets go. He's like, this is the end for me. He's going to take my soul, and he gives him the rings.
Yeah.
He's trying to reason with him this whole time, and he's like calling him dad, stop.
Mom is dead. She is
dead.
Not coming back. You just open up the gate. She's not there. It's this fucking monster.
Yes. And he's not listening, and he's not doing it because he's so fucking grief-stricken. This is all he cares about anymore.
Hey, if you live for 1,000 years and you found happiness that one time for just a few years and peace and quiet, exactly. If you found that and you lost it, you would lose it.
Yeah. He's an empathetic character. As I said, like, they don't get into every horrific thing he's done. He does some pretty bad things in this, but you also understand why he is doing this particular action.
Sure.
And it's coming from grief and sadness.
Yep.
And, Shang-Chi says many times, like, your family needed you. We needed you.
Yeah.
And your
family needs you.
You disappeared. You went away.
Yeah.
come back. We could still make this right. And he still just goes right down that path. So he kind of accepts his fate, though.
Yeah. It is a sad story.
Yeah, but their altercation, that final fight where he basically takes over the rings. Like every time they're with Shang-Chi, they're yellow, and they're with his father, they're blue.
Yeah.
So they're more gold and warm, and instead of dark and cold and electric. Like when he's wielding them, they're blue and they're kind of like an electronic whip. When he's doing it, it's more like Doctor Strange, where it's warm and light and channeling that energy instead. It was cool. I liked it.
It's their equivalent of a lightsaber fight.
Basically.
Yeah.
Luke, I am your father.
All cinema is the same.
So he dies. He gives him the rings. The monster is fully out now.
Yeah. And got a pretty big soul from him. And it's going to go after the dragon soul now.
Yes.
Yeah. So everybody's fighting on the beach. And a lot of people are dying. A lot of people are dead.
And they're all feeding this monster.
And the dragon almost kills the creature by drowning it, I guess.
Yeah.
And all these other little creatures are feeding it, and it breaks free.
Because it's getting stronger.
And it's got stronger, and it grabs the dragon and is gonna take the dragon soul. And the auntie says if they get the dragon soul, it's unstoppable.
Yeah, it's not going to. We will lose.
Right. And then, in very much video game fashion, its neck starts to glow. What do you do, kids, when there's a glowing part on the enemy? You hit that part.
Aim for that.
Yeah.
It's a big clue.
That's the weak spot, guys.
Yeah, so it's got these purple light up neck strands, and Aquafina takes her bow and arrow, and she nails the motherfucker.
She nails it.
But yeah, and then the last sequence, of course, he's literally like, he takes the rings, he's flying up in the air, he shoots the rings down its fucking gullet, and inside of it, and he's able to manipulate it so much that he blows the thing up.
Yep.
And this was a cool sequence. Like, I
And
was like,
gross.
what's gonna happen?
And gross.
Yeah, I was really, really engaged in this sequence. It was very powerful, and it was very cool. And, he takes over. Like I said, I think it's just that color thing. Like, it's warm and powerful, and he destroys it. They win. They defeat the monster. They defeat the evil.
Yep.
Everybody celebrates. And then it's just sort of over, and they just go back to San Francisco.
Hey, so they go out on a double date, which is a callback to a previous scene where, like, this other woman was saying, I kind of grew up. Like, I need to concentrate on a career.
I'm a lawyer, blah, blah, blah.
I'm a real adult. I do adult things, blah, blah, blah. I have a better job than you. Like, fuck you. Just have a good time with your friends, guys. But they have a repeat scene where they are recounting what they ended up doing.
Yeah.
And the other woman says, well, you didn't have to make fun of me.
Is this because of what I said last time?
Jeez.
But you forget sometimes that all these fantastic things happen, and nobody ever talks to just normal people about it. Like, what did you do today? Oh, I stopped a soul-sucking demon from hell.
And I shot it in the neck.
I shot it in the neck. It was
cool. I
cool.
only learned how to shoot a bow 2 days ago.
So you completely understand that she's looking at them like they're nuts.
Of course.
Which, of course, they prove to not be nuts because Wong appears behind them with one of his gateways, and he says, come on, I need to talk to you.
Shang-Chi, where are you at?
Yep.
It's like, present.
Me! It's me!
So he said, and Wong brings him into wherever he is, to their
sanctum.
The sanctum.
Yeah. And this is the credits scene. So basically, we roll credits, but then there's a mid-credit scene where he's there and they're examining the rings. They're trying to figure out what they are and where they came from because there's nothing like it in the sanctum. Yeah. They're not vibranium, they're not this. And they have two more characters involved in the conversation.
You got Mark Ruffalo showing up, who's still in his sling from Endgame, because he got all fucked up from that.
You forgot that. It was like, why does he look like that? Because at the end of Endgame, Hulk busted up his arm trying to destroy or to snap to bring everybody back. Yep. So that fucked him up. So he's still hurt because all of these movies are taking place soon after.
Sure.
We have to keep reminding ourselves that.
Yeah.
There are all the repercussions of, okay, we've brought the snap to bring everyone back. Now what?
Yeah. And we got Captain Marvel as well with her new hair.
Yes. Okay, but that one, if this is near the after that time frame, shouldn't she have short hair?
Yeah.
Did people really hate it that much? Like, I could get on board with her having short hair. I just wish the wig was better.
yeah, that was not very good.
I just thought the wig wasn't very good, and that's what was so distracting about it.
Sure. But yeah, she is very distracted, of course. Speaking of distraction.
She's taking care of the universe.
It's like, hey, I gotta go. Hulk can give you my number.
Bruce has my digits.
Yeah. He can give... So I don't have her number.
Yeah. So yeah, they're examining these rings, and they don't know where they're from. They're not made of...
Well, they said, my father's been around for 1,000 years, and he got him around then. And they said, well, it's been around for a lot longer than that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's got a pulse.
Yeah, and it's sending out a signal somewhere. Who knows?
I have a feeling, Trent, that a lot of this will make more sense with the Eternals.
I think you're right.
I think some of the stuff in this movie that doesn't make sense right now, this movie had to happen so the Eternals make sense.
I agree, because they're setting up these, millennia spanning things that all of our characters in our movies know nothing about.
Right.
Like even fucking Thor and his ilk are not that old.
No.
Yeah.
No, but we needed a couple of setups even for some of those movies to make sense.
Yeah. And so Wong is explaining to them, your lives are going to go on a completely different trajectory now. You're a part of this. He stops short.
Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, he stops short of saying you're now Avengers. But then they do the callback of and then they go out and have karaoke.
And they sing Hotel California.
And then they play Hotel California. With Wong, yeah. Wong knows how to get down.
Yeah, he likes ice cream and karaoke. And fighting.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the end credit sequence, of course, because we don't know what's going to happen in the next ones, we find out that his sister, he said, she's still back there dismantling this, when in fact, she's just taken over the 10 rings.
Yeah.
So, will she be evil, good? We don't know yet.
Yeah.
So, kind of open-ended. But yes, I feel like there's going to be a lot that makes more sense when the Eternals comes out.
I hope so.
Just the way I saw it. And of course, before this movie, there was a trailer for the Eternals. Yeah, they showed the trailer,
which we have seen.
Yeah. And I just think that one, again, is going to be so different from the rest of these movies. It
has to.
It has to be. Like, just watching that trailer, it just feels different from other ones. And Chloe Zhao is directing that one. I think if you thought this movie was beautiful, I think that one's going to be just fucking stunning. Yeah. Because she know what she doing.
After seeing Nomadland, I have nothing but confidence in her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be cool. Yeah. So yeah, Shang-Chi, I really liked this one. I think it is well worth people's time. I'm so glad that it is being successful right now.
It nailed it.
Yeah.
And I had the thought, we've watched a couple of Marvel movies just randomly in the past couple of days. Or at least I have. And I just have been having the thought, it's like, damn, Marvel just nailed it. They're nailing it. It's every single time.
They had maybe not every single time, but there's no real duds. There's some that are less good, but there's no duds.
Yeah.
And it's because they made a plan. These things have been phased out so far in advance.
Yeah.
So far in advance. You have so much time to plan, and they are getting the best directors and the right actors and the right writers, screenwriters. And
they're not just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks.
No, and it's a completely different approach to filmmaking because, like I was touching on earlier, if you tried to do this in the 90s, you would have had the wrong directors
Yeah.
because it's this big tentpole project that they want to be involved in.
Right.
You know, you're going to have the wrong actors because they need a big star, which you have
Sure.
proven time and time again with
You
this
don't need
series.
it.
You don't.
The movies make the stars.
Yes.
You don't need to put stars in the movie.
No, you can do it the other way around. These people were all kind of nobodies. Chris Evans was vaguely famous, but not very. Chris Hemsworth was a nobody.
Yeah. Chris Evans was famous for playing other superheroes.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. In bad versions of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those movies were not good. You know, Paul Rudd had this big career. Nobody thought, Ant-Man, that makes sense.
Right. Paul Rudd was a comedic actor, 100%. You didn't see him in anything else
Not
prior
really.
to Ant-Man. Now he's doing a bunch of dramas.
Right. The thing that I'm also loving about this is how they have the lead is somebody who is completely or mostly unknown.
Yep.
But then you have the big name stars around them. Like we were just watching Captain America, Tommy Lee Jones
Yeah.
and Stanley Tucci are
As
in that
like
one.
support actors.
Yeah. Yeah. You got Anthony Hopkins in Thor. You've
Yeah.
got, in this one, Michelle Yeoh. She's a big star. Like, maybe not to everybody, but she is. Like, arguably, she has been in some huge movies. She's a worldwide star. She was also in Crazy Rich Asians.
Of course. All of them were.
Yeah. I mean, who else? Michael Douglas is an Ant-Man.
Yeah. And I believe that a lot of these
Ben
bigger...
Kingsley. Why is Ben Kingsley?
Sir Ben Kingsley
Yeah.
plays this ridiculous character in both of these movies and in that short that we watched.
Yeah, the number of Academy Award winners I could rattle off that have had something to do with a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie's going to be in the
Yep.
next one.
Yep.
Like, come on.
That is a huge name.
Yes.
Huge name.
Yes.
That's like fucking Denzel showing up in your fucking movie.
When are we
you
getting
know?
Denzel in the Marvel franchise?
I hope. I'd
Do we have,
I'd
do
be
we have
down
room?
with that.
Do we have room for Denzel in something forthcoming? Anyone?
Black
Bueller?
Panther 2.
Yeah, I will speak very highly of this because they've just executed it so well.
Yeah.
This movie and many others. And I'm really now even more excited about the rest. You know, I was saying yesterday, we were talking again about Black Widow.
Yep.
And you know, I didn't dislike it, but it's going to be on Disney Plus soon. And I definitely think we should rewatch it sooner rather than later. Because my hope is, now that I've gotten it out of my system and my expectations out of my system, that I can appreciate it more. Yeah, and I think my hangups with that were, why now, why this? With this movie, with 10 Rings, I had zero expectations. I didn't know this story at all.
It was kind of like Guardians.
Yeah.
When we went to see the first Guardians movie, I had zero expectations. I wasn't even a huge Marvel person yet.
No.
But you were trying to get me into this stuff. And I went to it thinking, oh man, I don't know like hardly any of these people in the movie. I don't know the backstory behind it. It's kind of like the first time I watched Iron Man. I didn't know anything about Iron Man. Iron Man is a fucking nobody comic book character.
Yeah.
But it took the right actors and the right directors to make it a thing.
Yep.
But yeah, when we went to see Guardians, I had zero expectations. I walked out of that theater loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Yeah.
And I think it was the fact that I was so surprised that I loved it so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know what I was wanting, but I got what I wanted.
You're like, they gave you the thing you didn't know you wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So now I'm even more excited for the Eternals.
Yeah, I was a little bummed.
Because I have kind of no expectation for that one.
Yeah.
But if they can do with that what they did with this, I'm going to be very pleased.
How the hell you follow up Endgame with that entire saga behind you now. How you follow that up with the rest of them. We've kind of gotten little stepping stones away from it. You got the Spider-Man Far From Home, which happened immediately after Endgame. You got the Black Widow, which is kind of concurrent and betwixt a little bit there. So you're stepping away from the original content and moving it on to this other story. And now you got all these other TV shows as well.
Yeah.
You got fucking WandaVision, which was great. We mentioned it before. We watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier
Loki.
just recently. We're gonna be starting to watch Loki here very, very soon. The What If thing, I'm less inclined to throw on as canon because it's not canon. It's just hey,
it's multiverse fuckery.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm cool with that. And now we're getting.
We're gonna get another
Hawkeye.
Doctor Strange. We're getting Hawkeye.
Well, Hawkeye comes at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I think Doctor Strange comes next year.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We get that. We get Spider-Man. There's a new Spider-Man.
Yep.
Eventually, we get Blade.
Yeah.
You're gonna love Blade.
Oh man.
Oh man, you've made me watch Blade, and I'll give you, like, once upon a time when I was like a teenager, I thought Blade was cool. I think
Blade is cool.
I think it's cheesy and silly now. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but if they can do for Blade what they have done for some of these other properties,
Love a good Blade movie.
oh, it's gonna be good.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be good.
All right, Betsy, that's enough. We're just daydreaming right now. Oh yes, so that's enough from us about talking Marvel. I want to hear from you guys. Are you guys, after seeing this movie? I hope you've seen the movie.
If you've gotten this far, for crying out loud.
Yeah, go see the fucking movie. If you've seen this, are you as excited about the future of the Marvel stuff as we are? Because damn, I was very impressed by this. I'm back in.
Yeah.
Like I want.
Now I'm excited.
Yeah. I want to hear from everybody out there. Tell us what you thought about this. Tell us what you want to see from the rest of this series. Do you want to have a bunch of people come back, or do you want it to be completely separate? Mm-hmm. Having Mark Ruffalo and Brie Larson come back was a nice, change from, the real Avengers. But I don't think there's ever going to be another Avengers movie.
No.
So I don't know why they're bringing those guys back, except for background and say, hey, here's a couple of smart people. They can tell us what's going on.
Well, I'm sure we'll get another Captain Marvel.
Right, yeah, we'll get that. Anyway, but yeah, send us an email, neverseenitpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, neverseenit_pod. And if you want to support the show, click the link in the podcast description about supporting us. Throw us some money if you want. But Betsy, that is the end of the show. Today, we watched another Marvel movie.
I'm really excited now.
And I think the next thing we're going to watch is Loki.
Probably.
We're not going to cover it on the show because that's not a movie.
It's not the same thing, guys.
It's not the same thing. But yes, I'm Ben Trent. That was Betsy.
I am still.
This is Never Seen It. We'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.